So, Aries, Uranus and Mars are in your first house. Shh. I know people are going to be like, they're in Taurus, Michelle. That's not really true. That's Aries second house. No, it's not. Right now, currently, where everything is and how the wheels are adjusted, they're in your first house, but they are also in Taurus because they're different wheels, right? So, check this out. Major shifts, major changes. That's what happens when Uranus and Mars get together. Boom, like explosive revolution. I just want something different. I want something to change. But the fact that they're in Taurus is also, they're in the first house, but which is the house of your house. It's your house. Like that's the house that Aries energy rules, right? But it's the house of self and how you see yourself and love yourself, take care of yourself, support yourself, believe in yourself, understand who you are, how you learn about yourself, right? But both of these planets are also in Taurus. So that is about the house of finance. And, I always say the house of finances or the house of financial gain, but it's also a sense of self-esteem and how, you feel about how others feel about you, all of those things. So they work hand in hand in a way, the first house and the second house. Okay. Well, what's really exciting is there seems to be big shifts and changes, in other words, that are coming through. That first of all, there are shifts and changes in you, but they're coming through. 10th house is where like the clusterfuck of planets is right now for you, right? This energy of just what you're building in the world. See, there's just a different relationship that you're going to start to have with what you do in the world, with what you do with your career and how, not just what you do, but how important it is to you, putting it in its damn place, like ironing out any of the wrinkles that kind of like how much you let it impact you or affect how you feel about yourself. This aspect of finally being able to somehow distance yourself from that's work and this is me for real. And I'm not going to stay at work till 9 o'clock at night anymore. We've been talking about this because it doesn't really get me anywhere. And yes, I can delegate those responsibilities to somebody else because it's not really, I put too much stock in what I do or how people feel about or view what I do makes me feel about me. I watch The Big Bang Theory all the time and I fucking love that show. And it was a really great little cathartic moment when Penny said to Leonard, I've decided, it's in the later seasons. I used to think that I could only be happy if, I was famous and I was rich. And she said, I'm not gonna wait till that. I've decided to not wait until I get famous and rich to be happy. There's so many good things in my life right now. I've decided to be happy right now. And I'm telling you that because I really do believe that that's almost like kind of like the symbolic mentality of what you're going through right now. I've decided to be happy with right now, which all the other things that have been affecting my ego, how I feel about myself, how I think the world looks at me or what I need to get their approval, all those things are shifting and they're changing. And big changes are coming through communications, maybe through communications, because that's in your third house right now, because it's in Gemini, the North Node. Some sort of challenge to, I want to say challenge to how you work, but it's not a bad challenge. It's a good challenge. It's a challenge that's leading you forward and leading you through pathways that are your highest purpose. Your highest vibration is joy. Joy is even on the vibrational scale, joy is above love, which who the hell would think that, right? But love is really connectivity, and joy is resonance in the highest state of enlightenment. So it's like focusing on joy right now. And maybe it's through partnership. Maybe it's through meeting somebody that you would not have expected to meet. And maybe as before, if you held all of these, because you held all of these like standards and superficial standards, meeting the wrong people, getting with the wrong people, like choosing the people for the wrong reasons. This is a partner who will really help to sort of like bring joy into your life, is what I'm saying. Now, it could be through partnership, through romance. I'm looking at the cards, man, and I cannot deny that there is sort of romantic undertones here. But what I wanted to say to you is there is a really important separation right now between between basically who you're with and what you do. Which sounds weird because you may actually meet this person. If you're single, you might meet this person doing what you do. But it's like this, it's like there's a separation. I don't know where the separation is coming from. We'll get into that. That's still a little bit like foggy to me. What did I want to say? And this is really important. So please, I'm just asking for a little patience right now. If something doesn't work out with a partner, or you have to let a partner go, it is not going to impact you any more with the other aspects of your life. There is almost like this understanding that a partner and partnership is really there to encourage the best of you so that you can show up and live your absolute best life. And there will be a separation from partners who do not do that for you anymore. And it will not be through hate. It will absolutely be through enlightenment and freedom. That's what you will feel right now, because you will definitely you just want to be empowered. And I do feel that for some of you, there is definitely a payout coming out here. There's just a switch and a change to how you feel about money, how you feel about romance. And in that change, there is literally abundance. There is. The one card that confuses me that I'm looking at, well, the card that I absolutely understand right here is really clear, is detox. It's like, yeah, cleaning out the old shit. Because look at it, it's not just about purging your body. It's purging your body for the purpose of becoming healthier. And not about skinnier, not about looks. It's about, I want to do what's good for me now. This need to really do the best by yourself, best for yourself right now. But like make healthy choices and decisions. You want health. And health is a mentality right now. It's a guiding like aura that you're living in right now. It's almost like your Felix Felicis is leading you toward greater health. Felix Felicis is just like from Harry Potter, if you watch it, if you've read the books or watch it. But the wonderful thing about the potion that J.K. Rowling created is that it didn't make you an instant millionaire or make your dreams come true. It literally made you aligned with the vibrations that were going to bring you closer to your purpose or to your happiest self. That is what luck was. And like, that's what I really feel right now. You are going to get lucky. That luck is not in the form of stupid shit that your ego wanted in the past. It's in the form of you being very clear right now on what is directly in alignment with your joy. That's what I want to say. So that's great fucking news, right? That is really a beautiful place for you to be right now. Now, there could very well have been because you let something go. You let somebody go. Because this card was really confusing me too. Masquerade is all about, somebody's fucking around. Somebody is not as they seem. Maybe it was you that was not as you seem. This sense of maybe love itself was not as it seems. Like it was just like a hidden enemy. You knew that something was not as it seemed. And it was not to be trusted. There was a sense of not really being able to trust or really feel comfortable with. There was a discomfort there, and you were right about it. A sense of being able to let that shit go, just let it go. But unconditional love sits right next to it. So any kind of fake love, any kind of you're going to have a big revelation. If you are in a relationship right now, there's going to be a big revelation about that relationship, especially if it's a newer relationship. And either that this person is really, really good for me and it's really helping me, or this person is just, they're not what I need. And I don't hate them, but at the same time, that's what I wanted to say about love. You're going to be able to let go of bad relationships really easily. And that's what's very unique for you. And that's where the ego thing is, right? Because so many times, very unbalanced Aries energy is, I'm going to stay in this because I want to win. Not because I'm happy, it's making me miserable. But I'm fighting and I want to win. It's like that toxic warrior comes out. The toxic warrior, hello, detox, is gone now. They're done. They healed. So ultimately, you're like, I'm not going to fight for what's bad for me. I'm not doing it. I'm not engaging in a fight just to win a fight. I'm not engaging in a fight unless that fight is aligned toward my higher purpose. It's not about winning anymore. It's about joy. It's about wholeness. It's about happiness. It's not necessarily about peace, because you guys will pick up the fucking punching gloves, boxing gloves, as soon as you need to, if it's worth it. But now, more than ever, is a time when it's very clear to you, am I fighting just to fight, or am I fighting because it's worth it? And that will be why it's so fucking clear to you right now. You will know, and you will easily give up this fight. It will not hurt you to let go of a relationship right now. It will not hurt you in the slightest. You will say bye-bye and never think about them again, because you're not going to stay in it just to win it. Even if you've been in it for 15 years, it doesn't matter. Now is the time when your freedom and your joy is paramount to anything else, especially your ego, because this is the house of self, right? The change of what self means. Is it your ego or is it your joy? It shifts now to joy. It shifts out of ego or out of toxic ego. Ego is a great thing. It's basically you understanding this is where I end and you begin. Like, this is my self. Ego also has to deal with self-respect, self-control, right? Responsibility. All of those things are actually a part of ego, but toxic ego is just I, me, mine, got to be all about me, what I have to prove. Like, that's like pride and ego. That's just bad combination. Ultimately, all of that is set aside, and you're basically able to really clearly right now understand and distinguish the false, the toxic, from the beautiful, from what is unconditional and true. And there is some sort of unconditional love really coming into your life right now. So those toxic relationships will end, and that unconditional love will come in at this moment. This is a beautiful card because it is your card. This is the warrior. And what the beautiful thing about this card is, the motherfucker shows up with his weapons and his flute. He knows that every day is not about fighting. He's ready to fight. He knows how to wield those weapons. But he also knows when to feel joy and to feel happiness and to, play music instead of his sword or his arrows. There's so many different ways to sort of heal situations. Right now, if you're looking about healing a situation, it's not about fighting. It's about music. It's about vibration. It's about listening, right? The North Node is in your third house because it's in Gemini, which is your natural third house, right? It's really easy to count the houses when you're counting Aries, because Aries starts at 1. But the important part about that is listening, because the challenge for the third house is to listen, because listening is the challenging part of communications. So it's almost like understanding and knowing what your partner needs right now, because you've removed your need to prove something right, do something right, be the right one, win. You've removed that. And so this is a wonderful time to actually listen and really be loving. Really love, actually, in other words, empower and respect somebody else. You don't have to worry about defending yourself. There's no need. There's no need because you're prepared. So now you feel good about yourself. That's what I guess I'm getting at. You feel really good about yourself. There is a shift changing because of this new sense of self. There will be a shift changing that's happening through that 10th house, through work, through 10th, maybe even 11th house, through friendship. Could be friendship, your connections, maybe even friendship empowering you more than it normally did. Your friends being very important to you right now, but also important connectors and conduits for change, switching your social networks, switching who you hang out with. Not necessarily in a bad way, because Capricorn got that too. Not necessarily in a bad way, but also who empowers you. You know, shifting and changing doesn't necessarily mean you hate somebody, you broke up with them, whatever. No, sometimes it's just moving on and it's just maturing. But there could be something coming. Oh, this is 10th house. Let's get into it. Rise and shine, which is open yourself up. This is not vulnerability. This is ultimate strength. This is like a dawn of a new day. And there's something coming into you. Has to do with love. I can't ignore that. Accepting people's love without really needing anything else, any expectations at all. Turn on the light. There may have been a shift, maybe because of the person that you're with. Some of you might be experiencing a shift because you've been attracted to a new person who's just doing new things for your life and like helping to encourage new facets or new aspects to what you do, especially with your career. So this new love would be directly connected to your career and how your career is opening up. You may not be meeting them at work, but they're just like helping you really be better at what you do and see things clearly, because it's not all of you is not all caught up in your job or how you make money. You have something good at home now. Now, if you are totally single, this is a really good time to be able, this is a time when you will naturally feel like you're ready to consider dating or really meet somebody and allow yourself to connect with somebody deeply. It's a natural time for you to feel really good about being open with somebody else. So it's a great time to date. It's a great time to date because what you want in a person has changed. And it's changed to align more to your joy than to your ego or your sex appeal. Many times Aries will make the decisions on who to date based on who is really fuckable. And I get it. It's a way that you guys express yourself. But ultimately, this is like happiness is your essential now. And you will really be aligned and attracted to people. Even if you're on dating apps, you'll find that you'll be very attracted to people who would just align to your happiness and joy more than anything else now. So it is actually a very good time to date. Very good time. Check this out. Moon and money. So automatically this tells me, this makes me think hidden money. But I'm telling you, I don't think you realize it right now, how much joy you're going to be experiencing and the abundance that's coming into your life. Because right now it's still a little bit foggy. Maybe you've been having financial difficulties. You're a little bit scared right now. Money isn't easy for you. But the choices that you're making aligning to your happiness is actually like going to yield you money that you didn't expect. Let's put it that way. Just letting you know. Grounding. This tells me that there is that this is the time to like sort of, literal grounding is actually putting your feet in the dirt, in the earth, walking around barefoot and letting all those free radicals drip away and letting the earth's charges basically subdue or neutralize all the toxic charges in your body. That's what grounding is, and it does work. But this is also a sense of coming into your own and feeling really good about yourself, having everything really tangible right now. So this is really the tangible world becoming something that's spiritually wholesome for you right now. Whoa. Conclusions are within reach. Hold your vision. You see, this is why if you're going through a breakup, for example, or you're leaving your job, it's not gonna impact you emotionally, because you already know. You're already in a position where you're willing to let go and you have insight into where you're moving. Take time out. Take time to breathe out. This is about allowing yourself relief and to be relieved. This is a feeling of relief, this overwhelming feeling of relief coming over you right now, because you know what you thought was real, what you thought was true, what you saw coming came. And even if it was horrendous, the fact that you knew it, you're just so ready to move on from it, that you're happy. You're happy it finally happened. You're happy it finally came out. You're happy everything is out in the open now, because, oh my God, now I can just live my life and be free. Let's get into the Lenormand. That's really interesting. This is, if you're a male Aries, you're a lucky motherfucker, or you're a lighthearted motherfucker. This is a time of joy and happiness for you, and you'll start to see little abundances coming in, and you're noticing them because you're aligned to joy right now. So it's in these little things that you get so much luck right now. You see, I'm the luckiest person in the world. You know, my shoes were totally untied. You know, I could just step right into them this morning. It's the little stupid things that are going to fill you with so much joy right now, because you're aligned to abundance in all forms. This is meaning that if you're an Aries male, you identify as a male, ultimately there's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of opportunity for joy and even luck that's coming into your life. Aries female. Aries female. You will find yourself able to finally express yourself the way that you need to express yourself, to be very, very like awesome third house at communicating what's in your heart and communicating your feelings. And this may be a very good time for you to communicate your feelings to somebody, even if it is through a letter. Do it whatever way, especially with written word right now. It could be being able to express yourself, what you need to say, and get it off your chest, and then hand that letter to them and walk away. This is also a sense of you may be receiving communications. Let's put it this way. Let's stop talking about them as they're separate, because they came out together. The divine feminine, the anima, the woman card, and the divine masculine, the man card, the animus. They both came out together. And I got this vibe beforehand. Hello, unconditional love. You guys have a huge chance of really taking your relationship to another level, getting into a new relationship, and finding the person that you really are supposed to be with right now. Even if you're with somebody right now, they may not be the one. But what I'm saying to you is, it won't matter, because when the one shows up and these vibrations are like calling them in, it won't matter. Everything will kind of just like resolve itself, is what I'm saying. So keep yourself joyful. Keep yourself optimistic. Let's go into, hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, and ring that bell, Aries, so that you get notified. I upload between 12 and 14 videos a week. So there's lots here for your enjoyment. Your sun, your moon, your rising sign. Curious about somebody else's sign. Every single week there's a new video. And these videos are not time sensitive, but there is a new video every week. Aries specific videos come out every single Thursday. FYI. There's always an extended reading. That is a tarot card spread that literally I ask the questions. What are the challenges? What are the obstacles? How do we get through them? And what's the outcome? Like, you want to know those specifics, those details, that very almost personal reading, that link is below, and it includes a romance specific reading as well. So that's always available, and you can subscribe directly to Vimeo too, so that you'll get access to those extended videos like a day before the link comes up here. And that's where I post my weekly astrological forecast. So I do like not a deep dive, but a general astrology overview for each week. And I post it for free. It's absolutely open to everybody on Vimeo and on Instagram. Find me on Instagram, because that's where I do my live readings. Monday through Friday, I do general daily tarot card readings. You want to interact with me live, you find me on Instagram. Born_without_boundaries is my Instagram handle, and I invite you to come over there. Now let's get into your animal totem. Nope, this reading is not over. Animal totems. This is a long reading for you guys. Damn. Aries. 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 Okay. And you know what's wonderful? Nothing came out in the past. Nothing came out in the future. Everything is popping off for you right now. Let it shine. Something that you previously didn't want to look at or didn't understand, or information that you needed, it's coming through. And you're actually able to finally communicate it. In other words, it's tangible. Those things, those secrets, those emotions, those thoughts, all of a sudden become tangible to you, and you can express them and share them, or they're being shared with you finally. Remember, conclusions are within reach. So this is Scorpionic energy. So it could very well have been something that's been hiding for a while or been kept secret for a while. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, this is finally getting some insight into what they're feeling, and finally being able to express yourself honestly without fear of losing them, because ultimately, whether you lose them or keep them, the most important thing is to keep yourself right now. So that's kind of how you're going about things. You're just not afraid of what you're going to find out. So you find out the truth. And it's wonderful. Give with gratitude and grace. So this is my Thanksgiving turkey. This is also philanthropy. This is also just being open-hearted and putting your whole self in. Okay? Maybe finding out that somebody wants, oh, this is more Scorpionic energy. Make your dreams real. Those things that in the past, those things that, in other words, you've been putting your whole self in, you haven't been getting shit out of it. You're going to find advancement. All of a sudden, you're going to be getting something out of the work you put in. And it's been a long time coming, but finally something's going to move. There's a shift. You're going to be happy because all of a sudden it's like a breakthrough. Whoa. And I've been telling a lot of people, there's lots of breakthroughs this week. I'm telling you. Oh, love. So this is people speaking well of you, people speaking, people being on your side. This is a great time to ask for a boss's recommendation. This is a great time. This is a great time for you. You're going to get a lot of love and support right now. This is also a sense of lots of options. Being able to love out loud and communicate with somebody how you feel and how much you love them. That's a big one too. Open to infinite possibilities. This is your time to shine, Aries. This is stardom, also public recognition, being in the public and getting approval by the public for something that you're engaging in. Trust in divine detours, but it may not be what you expect. So you are so aligned to your happiness right now, you will be able to easily trust if you have to take a quick right turn. Maybe it's you're on this trajectory, you think it's going to go a certain way. If you have the inkling to go another way, you got to do it. You got to go the other way, because that's really where your happiness is. Tend to the small things. There has been little things that have been building up. Could be lack of health, poor health. So it's a sense of now that you're being honest with everything and everything's on the up and up. What is toxic and what is making you unhealthy will become very clear to you. And even though it may be some bad news, it will be good news because you're in a place where you can really tackle it and do something about it. You want to get your warrior on, it's probably going to be with your health right now. Spirit has your back. So this is definitely blessings from the spiritual realm, and a sense of trust. Just trust in the divine right now, because it's going to speak to you so clearly. You may have never heard these voices or gotten these communications before. You're just going to trust it. You're going to know that it's talking directly to you. And then we have flamenco. So embrace the in-between. Now, this moment, this period right now is the period before the big payout. But there's so much beautiful decisions that you're able to make because your heart is clear, that's what you're setting yourself up for. That's what it is. So it's this beautiful period right now. This is Libra energy, this in between. You could be having ambiguity with your partner right now, not knowing, are we together? Are we not together? I'll let it play out by itself. That kind of energy of, not that you don't care, but that it is, you're not scared. You're not scared of either outcome. You're just continuously responding to your joy. Let's move into your animal. I'm sorry, not your animal. Your angel readings. Wow, there's a lot of angel cards that came out for you guys, which tells me that you are definitely protected. We knew that because of Eagle. Eagle is great spirit. That's what eagle is. Now, the ones that Great Spirit is like the spiritual manifestation. So that tells me that you're going to be receiving a lot of messages, that the Spirit's going to be talking directly to you in ways that you'll be able to understand. Compassion. When you show greater compassion towards yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings. What? That little break in how you love yourself, or the qualifications for loving yourself, is going to change everything. Fear. I, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present time. I love you. I protect you and keep you safe. Trust that all is well. Accept my love and allow it to dissolve your fear. So some of you out there may be like, why is she so happy right now? My life is shit. Your life is not shit. Your life is shifting. And it is scary, but if you align yourself with joy, you will constantly make the choices that will improve upon your situation. Miracle. What? Our wings of light surround you and those you love. This current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. So if you've gotten, and I think it is this shift, if you've gotten suddenly a shift that makes you feel unlucky, is it really not lucky? Think about it. Trust the shifts right now. Precious gift. Friendship, family, and love are precious gifts. Do not lose sight of what is most important. And with that, I'm going to read the rest of these angel cards and do your extended reading over in the extended. The link is below. I'll see you guys over there.